Think scaling AI is hard? Think again. With Watson X, you can deploy AI across any environment. Above the clouds, helping pilots navigate flights, and on lots of clouds, helping employees automate tasks. On-prem, so designers can access proprietary data, and on the edge, so remote bank tellers can assist customers. Watson X works anywhere, so you can scale AI everywhere. Learn more at ibm.com/WatsonX. IBM. Let's create.
This episode is brought to you by Rakuten. If you're shopping while working, eating, or even listening to this podcast, then you know and love the thrill of the hunt. But are you getting the thrill of the best deals? Rakuten shoppers do. They get the brands they love with the most savings and cash back. And you can get it too. Start getting cash back at your favorite stores like Samsung, Expedia, and Sephora. And even stack sales on top of cash back. It's easy to use, and you get your cash back through PayPal or check. The idea is simple. Stores pay Rakuten for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the money with you as cash back. Download the free Rakuten app and never miss a deal. Or go to Rakuten.com to start getting the most bang for your buck. That's Rakuten.
Want to make a podcast? Spotify's got a platform that lets you make one super easily, distribute it everywhere, and even earn money, all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit your podcasts right from your phone or your computer. So no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify, and when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&As and polls are the best way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Ever since I discovered Spotify for Podcasters, I feel so supported in the creation and distribution of my show. Spotify for Podcasters hosts masterclasses, office hours, and more to help creators develop and fine-tune their skills. I highly recommend you give it a try. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. The average person doesn't go above and beyond. So what's it going to take for you? What do you want, and how differently are you going to have to act to get there? Hey guys, what's up? Hope you're having a great Monday. Welcome to the first, I don't like the name Motivational Monday, to be honest, but we're just gonna roll with it, Motivational Monday, of season 5. If you guys listened to last week's episode, you know that I want to bring back doing 2 episodes a week, so we're gonna slow roll it and start with these little mini bite-sized quickie episodes for you guys, so you get a little dose of inspiration on your Monday morning, and then you get the full episodes on Thursdays. So let's go ahead and dive right into today's topic, which is, in fact, if you want different results, you have to do things differently. We all have areas of life that we know we can improve upon. And we all have, I call them like wants, because they're not even really goals yet. We haven't really taken action. We all have things in life that we would like to do. And oftentimes these are kind of your more, I guess, lofty dreams, but they very well could be within reach if you did things differently. The majority of people operate on some sort of like autopilot, and they're just on this like hamster wheel of life, and every day it's the same exact thing, and then they wonder why they're unhappy, or they wonder why they're not getting to where they want to be. And part of it is knowing where you want to go. We could get into having a plan versus enjoying the ride and letting life take you where it may, and make plans and hear God laugh, and we could go into that all day long. But that's another episode for another day. If you want to be different, if you want different results than what you are either A, getting, or B, what you've seen other people get, you're gonna have to do things differently. So speaking from personal experience, because that's obviously what I can speak to, there are things in life that I would love to do. One of those things is make this podcast a hell of a lot bigger than it is. What I was doing in season 4 was fine, right? I was recording 1 episode a week, and that was all fine and dandy. People are loving it. You guys keep coming back. That's great. And it's not that I'm not happy about that, because I'm totally jazzed, but I want different results and I want them quicker. So I'm upping the ante. I'm going to give you 2 episodes a week because I can do a little bit more to get myself a little bit closer to where I want to be because I want different results. That's something that I took action on. Another big want for me is to write a book. I have no freaking clue what the premise of this book is going to be, but I know that I love to write and I think that it would be really cool to have a book or multiple books. So what am I doing right now to write a book? The answer is nothing. And if I want to write a book, I'm going to have to do things differently. In this case, it would just be the simple step of going from doing nothing to doing something. And I don't exactly know what that something looks like, but maybe it's writing a chapter a month or something like that. For me, I know that when I just start writing, the concept comes to me eventually rather than it being the other way around. So sometimes it's just about getting that like initial jump start to finally really get into it, you know? So maybe this episode for you, this is your jump start. You know that there are things that you want to do and you want to do them differently. What's it going to take to get there? I just recorded a whole episode about micro habits last week, so you guys can go listen to that for like little tips and tricks and things that I do in my day-to-day life that are maybe, I guess, different and have gotten me different results in life. I don't want to make assumptions about you and your life or the things that you do when you first wake up, but I know a very common theme is rolling over and grabbing your phone first thing in the morning. And if you want different results, you're going to have to be different and do things differently, and maybe that means not grabbing your phone first thing in the morning. I've kind of trained myself to stay off my phone first thing in the morning. I don't like to be bothered by emails, notifications, text messages, Snapchats, you name it. I don't want to be a part of it when I first wake up. I definitely think that it helps with like not feeling anxious going into your day. Like starting your day on your terms is the best thing that you could do for yourself. You're not starting it on the terms of Instagram and what they want you to see. You're not starting it on the terms of the news or whatever other notifications you have on your phone bothering you. You get to start your day by reading a book or writing in your journal or going to a yoga class or going for a walk or having a cup of coffee with your roommates or your boyfriend or whoever you're living with, or having a cup of coffee by yourself because sometimes it's nice to be alone. So if you're not waking up in a way that brings you joy, you're going to have to do something differently. If you want different results, you're going to have to be different. And I think another key difference that will separate you from everybody else is your attitude. I see this a lot in driving, right? A lot of people are total assholes on the road, and I directly translate, if you're an asshole driver, you are probably an asshole person. We all get road rage from time to time, don't get me wrong, but if you are one of those types of people that just like will not let people in, or like you'll see someone put their blinker on and like you speed up, you're probably an asshole. Like you have no respect for other people. You're selfish. All you care about is like where you have to go. Everyone else is like non-existent to you. Like I consider you kind of an asshole. Recently, I don't know what's in the air, I feel like there have been way more asshole drivers than there are nice drivers. I don't want anyone to think that I'm asking for like a pat on the back for like letting people in. But the other day we were stuck in a little bit of traffic and I let like 3 people in. And the guy behind me was losing it. Absolutely losing it. And I'm just thinking, how are the 3 cars that I let in, how is that going to set back your arrival time? I do like to believe that most people are good. And most people probably are good. But the way that you treat people, whether that be on the road or in the grocery store or at a restaurant or even just like on a walk, nothing gets me more pressed than when you are walking on a sidewalk or walking on, this is the best, you're on a hiking trail, okay? You're on a hiking trail. There's nobody but you and the person that's walking in your direction. And they like are glancing down at the side, like away from you, like will not make eye contact in the slightest. It's like, you and I are the only 2 people here right now, and you're gonna pretend like I don't exist. It's so bizarre. And so I'm always like, hey, what's up? How's it going? You know, you just like say hi to people. I don't know. It's weird not to. Anyway, if you want different results, you're gonna have to do things differently. The average person doesn't go above and beyond. I think if you're even remotely interested in like self-improvement or like listening to this podcast, you probably want a little bit more out of life than the average Joe. So congratulations. So what's it going to take for you? What do you want, and how differently are you going to have to act to get there? I hope that you guys got a little bit of inspiration from today's episode. If you did, be sure to share it with a friend, leave a rate, leave a review. That just helps more people find and listen to the show. If you want to see more from me, you can follow me on Instagram at Lily Rayco or the podcast Instagram at 8020pod. Be sure to check back on Thursday for our regular full-length episode. Love you guys lots. Have a great rest of your week, and I will chat with you soon.